Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on Farming Simulator 25. Just getting back from selling the eggs at the end of the last episode. Got a pretty good amount of money for those. So we now have, wow, 257,800 in the bank, which is a pretty impressive amount of money really. No more selling to do today, I don't think, although we might sell some of the wood products again if there is enough, I don't know. There's a few I can say over there, but probably not enough. But the main things to get done first of all today is to get the watering done, because we haven't done that, I don't think, for a couple of episodes, and I'm sure the animals, the goats particularly, and also the greenhouses, will need a bit more water. So we'll get the water bowser on. We're going to use this truck today to do this. So empty that into the greenhouse, and then we're going to get it refilled from the water fill point behind here. And then first of all I'm going to get the goats watered, get some water to the goats because they haven't been done for a while. Just check how much they've actually got. Yeah, 90 litres, so yeah, they definitely need some water. So we'll get that done first of all. And they're alright for feed. They've still got the bales, they'll last a while, those bales. Chickens could probably do with a bit more feed. They're okay, but they've probably, yeah, it wouldn't hurt to give a bit more feed to the chickens. Productions, so yeah, everything could just do with a bit more water. So what I'll do, I'll just get all the watering done for a start, and then we'll move on to the next job. So we've got the watering done of everything, and also I've just fed the chickens as well. Just noticed there's a contract here which we're going to take, cultivation contract for the helpers to do, so I'll get that done. And also we actually can sell the canola today. We've got the canola, we've got 21,200 litres of canola. Best price is actually in November, so right now is the best possible price for canola. We're going to definitely get that sold today. Obviously I haven't got an oil mill, I haven't rented an oil mill, but that might be something we might look at doing for the next harvest season. So next time we have some canola, we've got a big field of canola growing right now actually, field number 1. So maybe it is worth building or buying a oil mill. I think there is an oil mill on this map. So yeah, how much is it out of interest? 240,000. I actually can afford it as well. It's a huge investment, but if we grow enough oil-based crops, so sunflowers and canola particularly, obviously olives as well, but we don't have any olives at the moment. But yeah, so we can certainly grow canola and probably sunflowers in the future as well. And then we can buy the oil mill. That would be a very good idea, I think. But for this year, I think we'll just sell it as it is again, so we're going to get that done. But first of all, let's just get this helper set up on the cultivation contract. So we jump into this tractor. Field isn't too far away, I don't think either. Field number 4, so that's just down the road. We'll get the helpers to do this, at least for a start, while I sell the canola. So we'll just head over to the field, which I think is the next one along, or just 2 along. Let's have a look. Oh, it's just around the bends, so it's not too far. Just have to go round these quite tight bends and then we're there. So it's not this one, it is the next one, which is here. So we'll unfold the cultivator. Not sure how long this is going to take. It's quite a big one, I think, because it's £21,000 income, so it's going to take the helper a bit of time to do. But I don't think it's any bigger than the last one we did, and that didn't take too long, so I'm sure it'll be fine. So off it goes. That's now on the helper. That can do its thing, and I will jump into the Deutz fire tractor, get that started up, and we'll put the tip a trailer on, the grain trailer, and fill that up with canola and get that sold. And we've got a reasonable amount of canola, so I think we're going to make some good money here. It's worth over £2,000 for 1,000 litres, and we've got 21,000 litres in the storage, so you know, looking at around about 40 to 50,000 I would say for this, just as it is. Obviously it's a shame we don't have the oil mill at the moment. We could rent it, like I say, with that mod, but it's kind of a mixed response with that. Some people are very keen for me to do that, and other people say no, it's a bit cheaty, so I'm kind of leaning towards the cheaty. I tend to try and play as realistic as I can without using too many sort of mods that make it a bit too easy, if you know what I mean. I understand the benefits of it. Oh, it's not all going to fit. I'm going to have to come back again. I understand the benefit of doing it. I do agree that it is a good idea for making money quite quickly. I find I've looked at the costs, the renting costs, and it seems a bit too easy, really. I know everyone's got their opinion on that mod. If I wasn't playing for the videos, I might try it out. But I do feel that I like to do things properly as much as possible, how the game is intended, within reason obviously, and there's a few things which I will slightly cheat on. Where are we going with this actually? I haven't actually looked to see where the best price is. Let's have a look. Okay, the best price is at the oil mill, I think. Is that right? Yes, I think that is the best price, so we'll go to the oil mill. Obviously it's not ours at the moment, so we won't be able to actually process it. Although, just thinking, we could sell it. Now this is a bit of a cheat, isn't it? We could tip it and sell the canola, but then buy the oil mill, and then it will actually, if this is still a thing, this was what it did in FS25, where you get paid for selling the canola to the oil mill, and then we buy the oil mill, and then it will actually process that canola for us. Now that is a bit cheaty, I suppose, as well, but it is in the game. It's not a mod. That is part of the game, and I don't have so much of a problem with doing things if it is part of the game. It's like with the leasing of the tractors from the contracts, and a lot of you didn't like that, but that is, the game lets you do that. That's not really cheating, because it's part of the game. It allows you to use the tractors. So I'm surprised people had such a problem with that, really, considering that a lot of you are keen for me to get the leased productions mod. So well, we'll see how it goes. We'll see. I might do it, because I actually find that is less cheaty than using the mod. Anything that's included in the game, if it allows you to do it in the base game, I find that is not cheating as much as if you're using mods. But that's my personal opinion. Of course, everybody will have their own opinion on that. But I think we're going to give this a try. So we're going to sell the canola and then buy the oil mill, and just see what happens. Because then we can sell the oil as well. I don't know whether it'll work. It did work in FS25, I think. It may not work in this game, but we'll give it a go. See what happens. So let's tip this. So I'm looking probably for around about 40 to 50,000, I think, for the canola. 43,300, yep, that's about right. And then if we buy this oil mill, have we now got? No, we haven't, have we? I think they've changed it. I think they've changed it. Let's look at productions. Oil mill. Yep, it's empty. So that didn't work out, so yeah, there we go. That's I found out the hard way, but at least we now own the oil mill. So in the future, when we have canola, we are going to process it into oil. It has emptied my bank account quite a bit, but I'm not going to cheat. Like I say, I try and do things properly. It's not worked out. I'm not going to sell it again. I'm going to keep it, because it was just an experiment, really. I wanted to see whether it would still work. I know in FS25 that was a thing, or it seemed to be anyway, where you could buy a production after selling your crop there, and it would then have it in storage and you could use it to produce whatever the product was. But it looks like that has now been changed. Anyway, yeah, that's fine. Let's go back to the yard and get on with the next job. Okay, back at the yard, just remembered we do have a little bit more canola to sell, so we're going to turn this into our own oil, it seems. I did forget about that, so that's kind of good actually. This means we can actually try out our oil mill rather than just buying it and having it sitting there for around a year before we can use it. We'll actually be able to use it now. We're not going to get a lot of oil out of this. We've only got 1,000 or 1,200 litres in the trailer, but some is better than nothing. And it might make one pallet of oil, who knows. And even if it doesn't, we can always just set it to selling and it'll sell whatever is in there. So yeah, like I say, we'll take this down to the new oil mill that we own and get this turned into oil. The helper is currently on 21% on the cultivation contract, so that should be done before the end of the month. And there might be a few other things. The peas, I think it was it peas that we put in the processed food factory that we own. That might have finished now, so we need to disable that. And also, if there's anything left over in there that hasn't appeared on a pallet, hasn't spawned, we can then set that to selling and get that sold. I did notice there was 2 pallets of I think it's canned peas outside of that production at the moment, so we can get them loaded up and sold as well when the price is right. I'm not sure when that will be, but we'll check that in a second when I've tipped this load of canola, which we are almost there. This is our new factory, so we'll get this tipped and then set to processing. There we go, so we'll tip that and go into the menu, which is here, oil mill, canola oil, activate. So we've got 1,200 litres of canola processing into canola oil. So like I said, I don't know how much you need to spawn a pallet with this, but if it doesn't spawn a pallet, we'll just set it to selling. It's currently set to storing here. Yeah, we'll just change that to selling if necessary. Right, preserved food factory is what I meant to say, if I didn't say that before. Was it canned peas? Has it finished? Well, it certainly used everything. There's nothing in storage anymore. But I also can't see anything full here. Outgoing products, they're all empty. So was that? Oh, it was set to say. I maybe already did it. It looks like I've already done that. So okay, so that's finished. There's nothing active, is there? I don't think. No, they're all. No, that's fine. So that's already been done. I probably forgot to show you that. Right, so we'll head back to the yard. The sawmill's got a little bit more space now for some more wood, but that's already there, I think. Oh, and the other thing was the price of the canned peas, because we have got them on pallets still. Best price is in August, so yeah, we've just missed that. But the price doesn't change a lot, look. So actually, if we took that to the farmer's market, it's actually the same as the best price now. So we are still in a good month to do that. So we could get that done as well. So I'll head back to the yard. We'll put a bit more wood into the sawmill. That'll only be a case of pressing the button though, and then we'll take the canned peas to the farmer's market. Right, so just back at the yard now, let's have a quick look at contracts. I was just thinking, we haven't done a stone picking contract before, and that might be quite an interesting thing to do. So let's accept a sort of average size one. We won't go for the biggest one yet, just because I don't know how long it's going to take. or whether we have to actually sell the stones or anything, but we'll borrow the items for that, and we'll have a go at stone picking, because it's not something I've done before in FS25. Obviously done it before in FS22, but not as a contract. I don't think you could do them as contracts in FS22. I'm not sure, I might be wrong on that, but certainly I don't remember it. So let's hook up to the stone removing tool, and we will. Can we put it on the trailer? Actually, we might be able to tow them together. Let's just try this. Actually, we'll put the trailer on first, and then try and attach the stone picker to the trailer, because that would save coming back again, which would be handy. So I don't know whether we have to sell the stones or whether we just have to remove them from the field and put them in the trailer. I don't know. I'm not sure on that, but we'll find out. I have a feeling we might just have to put them in the trailer and not actually sell them. But then maybe we get a bonus if we do sell them, I don't know. So it might be worth doing. Who knows? Right, will this attach to the trailer or not? So it doesn't actually look like it might do, it's too low. Let's try again. But I think the hitch is too low on the thing, or the trailer's hitch is too high, if it even has one. I think it has one, but no, we're going to have to come back, that's annoying. So yeah, I'll take the trailer first. Where are we going? 21 hours. That's a long way as well. Great. Right, so I'll basically just do this on a time lapse, I think, for a start. We'll head down to field 21 with the trailer, and then come back, get the stone picker, and start removing the stones. So yeah, I'll do this on a time lapse, and I'll speak to you in a bit. Okay, so we have finished that contract. It has completed the contract, so it turns out we actually didn't need the trailer at all, because we could have just tipped it on the ground, I think. But we now have 2,400 litres of stones, which I have no use for. But if we had a debris crusher, we could use them to turn it into lime. So what I'm probably going to do is take them back to the yard and just chuck them in a pile, and that way we can use them then in the future for turning into lime, if we need to do that in the future. I'm sure we will. But rather than just wasting them, now we've collected them, we've gone to all that effort, and so we get a bit of extra bonus out of the contract, we might as well keep them and use them for something. So I'm just going to take these back to the yard. I'm going to tip them on the ground somewhere out of the way, and I'm going to try and remember we've got them, and then in the future probably use them, like I say, for turning into lime or whatever else you can use stones for. So, oh, the other contract is also finished as well. That's good, the cultivation contract, so I can get that collected as well once I get back to the yard. So I'm just going to quickly drive back to the yard now. You know the way, so I'll see you back there. Okay, we're back at the yard again, so let's tip this pile of stones somewhere that's not going to get in my way. Not sure where the best place will be. Probably over here actually, because we don't really use this area. It's a little bit of a turning area, but I don't think it's going to really get in our way. We just make a small pile over here, and it's already got a sort of stone bank or something there, so it's all going to fit in quite well. So I'll just tip them here if it'll let me, and we can collect them up with a bucket at some point in the future. It can't be performed there. Okay, that's just typical. So is it possible? Is it not possible to tip them anywhere then, or is it just there? Let's try somewhere else. Can it be performed over here? Don't tell me we're going to end up having to just dispose of these stones and waste them, which will probably be what happens. Let's try tipping them here. Oh, it will let me do them there. That's good. Brilliant. Okay, so we have tipped the stones, and we can use these then with if we get a bucket for the front loader, we can use them eventually in a, I think we can get a debris crusher. Oh, used tractor in the sale, but I think we've said before we're not going to buy a used tractor anymore because the maintenance on them is just too much. It's quite a good deal, but I'd rather just buy things like trailers and stuff used, really. Right, so yeah, construction would be in tools, would it be? I don't know actually. No. Where would a debris crusher be? It would be in productions, I'd have thought, actually. Factories, is it? I'm not sure. I'll just quickly have a look for it and I'll come back to you. Well, I found two of them. They come under selling points though. I'm not sure whether that's just for selling the stones, whether you can actually turn them into lime anymore. I'm not sure. Certainly in FS25 you used to be able to put the stone into it and it used to come out as lime, which you can use on the fields. You can get a small one for 7,500 or a larger one for 10,000. I guess you can still turn it into lime, but I haven't tried it. It doesn't actually say you can. It just says stones at a selling point you can sell your harvested and produced goods. So yeah, I don't know, it's a bit strange. Let me know. I don't know whether you can actually use them for anything anymore, just sell them. Who knows? If you've tried it before, let me know which one we should buy, or whether we should buy one at all, or just leave the stones there and is it not worth it? I don't know. Anyway, we'll just leave it for now, I think, and I'll wait to see what people say about it. But what we can do, just to finish off the episode, is to collect the money from these two contracts. So 2 completed contracts will collect 21,000 for the cultivations and 4.5 for the stones. There we go, which is now ending the episode with £105,300 in the bank, which is pretty good. We've actually done quite well today, better than I thought. So I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.